Welcome to the School of Wordcraft and Worldmancy. This is Feedback Frenzy.
Hello and welcome to another School of Worldcraft and Worldmancy Feedback Frenzy. I'm WriterGreg, and here we have another bit of content submitted to us through wgc.bz/submit, where you can submit your 1,500 words of fiction or a world-building article for my critiques and hopefully for your edification. Here we have an article from Moonflower Writer, which is the Intergalactic Currencies from the Sagita Epsilon homepage. And I'm very happy to have Moonflower in the chat at this time. Now I looked, looking, it's a pretty short article, no worries, but I do like here, and I peeked in front of the article a little bit before turning on the recording, so I apologize. And I do love this theme here, this image, this background color. It's a beautiful homepage. Toller is pronounced Toller, as in the English word molar. Niram is pronounced Niram, as in the English word knee, followed by the English word ram. See, that is a very, very important, I think, a very important thing to, especially in the pronunciation. I thought I had a command here. Maybe I don't. I think it's really important to be able to provide this stuff, especially for a fictional world. There is behind the names, I may be misspelling it wrong. I personally prefer the pronunciation guide from behind the names, because of the simple basic pronunciations and also the IPA pronunciations. So if you need to copy and paste these fancy letters that you do, here's a very easy reference to do it. But I really like using these consonants and vowels and another symbols like a glottal fricative, a glottal stop. I think these are some really good things that we can use for our world building, and if we all just agree to use the behind the name pronunciation guide, we'll be able to more easily reference it and understand it. I think the important thing, dashes are used to separate syllables. Stressed syllables are written in capitals. I had to take IPA in college. It was painful, but it's so useful. Refresh now. Okay. So yeah, I really do like this, because if we as world builders, as we as fiction writers, and I'm not affiliated with Behind the Name or anything like that, I just find this is a very beautiful and helpful pronunciation guide, especially when it's dealing with names. So let's just go in here and Niram, as in the English word near, followed by the English word am. Okay, it's not Niram, it's Niram. Okay, excellent. See, glad that we were able to work through that using the pronunciation guide, and so now you'll be able to more effectively communicate to your readers or world users, and that would be it. I'm guessing you'd use A for A as in molar. Well, it depends if you. Also, it depends on your accent. I have a slight Utah drawl. It's not as noticeable as a Southern drawl, but Utah has its own drawl, and like molar. Like, is it molar? 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 Or molar? So, again, that's why pronunciation guides are very important. Okay, sorry. To the currency. The currency system used between galaxies is made up of two parts: the galactic toller, commonly known as the toller, and the galactic Niram, commonly known as Niram. I'm very confused. Yeah, sorry. The toller, no, am I already mispronouncing it? Molar. Toller. Yeah, toller. The toller is the smaller of the two currency parts. 500 tollers are worth the same amount as one Niram. Niram. Okay. You're pronouncing it good enough. It's a word. As there is a large difference in value, tollers are more commonly used for smaller purchases. Nirams are reserved for larger purchases, such as a company importing large quantities of goods. Although part of the same currency system, prices designated between tollers and Nirams prices designate between tollers and Nirams with different symbols. Okay. T designated a price laid out in tollers, while that designates Nirams. The system as a whole is given the designation GTK by the Intergalactic Community Association. Common throughout known space. 10 grams of silver is one galactic toller. 500 tollers is a Niram. Okay. That's good to have here. The 10 grams of silver. Oh. Wow, that is a... Okay. IPA is painful. Well, but thank you for sharing those IPA pronunciations in the chat, Armstrong. I was tempted to learn it once, but then I found the pronunciation guide behind the name, and I just sticking with that. Not enough room in the brain to do all of that. All right. Okay, so I do like it. Okay, so what's awesome? Again, I love your choice of the background screen. What's good, I like that you've kept it simple. I like that you've kept it pretty straightforward. It's 2 coins. I mean, because seriously, when you think of like currencies, like Dungeons and Dragons, your typical RPG, I didn't know that there was an electrum currency in D&D. I thought it was copper, silver's gold. I didn't know that there was this electrum. Oh, platinum. And, it just is, pretty simple. You got 2 currencies. That's it. Boo to electrum. Okay. Yeah, see, I've been watching online D&D streams not forever, a couple of years, and I never heard of electrum until I opened the GM manual. Electrum is never used except in the Curse of Strahd. Okay. And so again, focus. I think it was good. I think it's good that you're just using the simple thing. Bored? No. Confused? I'm really glad that we worked through the pronunciations. I may have beat the horse dead a little bit on that. I may have overemphasized that point for those who are watching this in the future, hoping that they do visit. behindthename.com/info/pronunciation, so that we can all work better in providing pronunciations for our different articles. So not confused, I wouldn't delete anything. Expand. Okay. I'm very glad that you included the 10 grams of silver. I seriously made this article specifically because you asked what a Niram was. You're welcome. So my question is, what about gold? What about platinum? What is silver the only precious metal used? Because even though it's a galaxy, I don't think you can really invent other elements. I mean, the periodic table, I think, is pretty foundational to all things here. I mean, of course, you can have alloys, your bronze, your steel, you can have stuff like that. Yes, I'm very familiar with the silver standard and gold standard. And so that was my question. Are you on a silver standard? Okay. So, is gold allowed? Well, see, okay. So maybe, okay. Between galaxies made up of two parts. Okay. So these currencies are, so this does not exclude the fact that you can use other precious metals such as gold, copper, or platinum inside of a galaxy, inside of a world. You can still use those, but for the intergalactic commerce, it must be the silver standard. Is with a lack of information about it, because for some reason people like gold more than they like silver here in this world. So it's good to see that you do. I do like that. And so if you had a footnote or how other precious metals relate to the intergalactic currencies, you could just say the GTK is a silver standard, and all other precious metals are relegated to their own world, or something like that. Or gold would never be worthless. It's too pretty. Or gold was such a valuable thing in the construction of spaceships that there's no gold left for currency. I don't know. But thank you so much for writing this article for me. It's very nice to be able to have a little bit of additional information for the items that you have here. Intergalactic trade must be silver standard. Yes, I'm still working on the within galaxy currencies. Gold is not used because gold is very useful and worth too much to manufacturing to be withheld for currency reasons. That is an excellent paragraph that you have here explaining that. And I would... Oh yeah, it's very handy for computers, and it's being able to use stuff like that. So that is a simple... you could copy and paste that sentence that you provided and put here in the end, in down here in maybe a section saying precious metal, the use of precious metals or other metals. Also for stuff like shielding, astronaut helmets and stuff. Yeah, that is very true. All right. Well, thank you so much, Moonflower. Really appreciate the custom article that you wrote for me and for your world. Really appreciate it. I do hope that you found this feedback helpful, and I look forward to seeing more of your work and anybody else's work who goes to wgc.bz/submit for a future feedback frenzy. Thanks, everyone. Keep on working and, yeah, keep on writing. Bye.
Thanks for watching this feedback frenzy. Be sure to show your support by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell. WriterGreg offers coaching sessions to help bring your world to life, create compelling stories, and accomplish your creative goals. Please visit wgc.bz/coaching for more details.